I've never been that girl that has every hair in place and her makeup perfectly done. Hi everyone, and welcome to my second channel. I'm normally at Lori Hill, where we talk about plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures, but today I'm Lori Beauty, so make sure to subscribe to both channels, and I'll link my first channel down below. So today I'm going to show you how I style my hair. Now, I was originally going to do my skincare routine, but someone threw out my empties. So I have to reorder the products so I could show you exactly what I use. And don't worry, it's super easy and not very expensive. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Let me tell you a little bit about the products I use in the tutorial and if you need them or not. Now, these rollers you can get for super cheap. I think they're around $3 or $4, and I bought a bunch of packs of these because for some reason I keep losing them and people walk off with them. Apparently, they make really fun toys for a 4-year-old. But you can buy these at Sally's, Walmart, Target. They're pretty much everywhere. And these I would say you do need if you want voluminous hair. Now you may also want to get some clips, some long clips to go with them if your hair is very heavy and won't be supported by just using the Velcro on these. For my hair, I have to use clips, but sometimes I can get away with just using the Velcro that comes on them as well. Another thing you're going to notice in the video is me using this T3 styling iron. I bought this in a set called the T3 Whirl. And the whole point of this styling iron is that the base can support more than one end to it. So you just click over the base and you remove, hold on, it's usually a lot easier than this. There we go. You remove the end and you can attach any of these base attachments. And I've actually used this one for really tight waves and this one for more volume. And this one is the one that I'm using in the video tutorial. Now, I've never used this one. It's supposed to give you beachy waves. I still haven't used it because my hair has never been long enough to really do these beachy waves, but I think it's finally long enough. So maybe we'll try that in a different tutorial. Here's the thing about the T3. It's freaking expensive. What I just showed you cost me around $300. And I know that's crazy expensive. I was at Ulta and I saw the price and I thought it was a misprint. I wasn't familiar at all with T3, and I remember a hairdresser who works at Ulta coming over and he gave me this whole spiel about how this is not just a styling iron, it's a work of art and it's completely different from anything that I'll ever use. And I remember thinking, are they paid on commission? I don't know, but something about the way he emphasized it being so different from anything I've ever used really made me curious, so I ended up buying it. This is not sponsored in any way. I've paid for it with my own money, but do you know how when you are curling your hair and you get that burnt smell? First, when you're actually just curling your hair, you smell it. And then later on, even like 3 or 4 hours later, you smell your hair and it doesn't smell good. You'll never get that with this. Like, I've never had a moment where I smelled burnt hair, which is amazing in and of itself. The other thing with this though is the curls last so long. If you use that tight waver, the one I showed you that's very skinny, the curls easily last 2 days. And you wake up with that tousled look, like it's not a perfect look, and it's beautiful. I feel like my hair damage has been so much more minimal after using the T3 system. The only reason I'm telling you all this is that I think it's a worthwhile investment, or it's worthwhile to save for it, because I kept buying all these cheap curling irons and I kept getting that burnt hair and the curls not lasting and even more hair damage. So that's what I have to say about the T3. The other thing you're going to see is this big round brush, and you can get this anywhere. I'm sure you've seen them everywhere, including grocery stores. So yes, this is a necessity. And then before I did anything, I always put in a leave-in conditioner. I don't use a spray for hot irons or anything like that, because I noticed when I use a spray for hot irons that my hair just doesn't curl the same way. So I put in a leave-in conditioner, and that's enough, according to my hairdresser, to protect your hair further from any heat damage. Now, lastly, you're going to see me using this retexturizing spray by Voluminous, and this is pricey, and I'm going to find some dupes for it and link it in my description box. But this is amazing for getting volume in your hair. But you should know that if you use it, you're going to have to wash your hair sooner than if you didn't use it at all. It's very much like a hairspray, but it's not meant to leave your hair feeling stiff. It's just supposed to give you volume, but you will have to wash your hair sooner. Like I had to wash my hair a day sooner. I generally wash my hair twice a week. So let's get into the tutorial and I'll see you in a minute. Starting off with semi-dry hair, it's about 75% dry. You can use any blow dryer as long as it has a cool shot button on it. Here I'm using a Chi. And a round brush with a big barrel. And I'm pinning my hair back into sections, and you just start round brushing your hair and working it through. You may have to work the ends a few times. Make sure that you're bumping the ends completely under as I'm showing you here. And this part takes the longest time. And as you can see, I'm really having to round brush my hair over and over again, and this contributes to the shine of it. I take a little bit more time with the pieces in the front and I keep them rolled up in that barrel longer. Make sure to bump that hair under. And lastly, we're going to do the bangs and the front of the hair, and be a bit more meticulous with this because this kind of frames your face. So just take a little bit longer, leave that hair in the barrel longer. Now, if your hair is heavier like mine, you may notice that it falls flat in the front even after round brushing. So what I do is use these Velcro rollers and I put 3 sections up in those, and that should give you more volume. So go ahead and round brush your hair and then stick the hair into those Velcro rollers. You're going to leave that hair in the Velcro rollers until you're completely done styling the rest of your hair. You're going to take a larger barreled curling iron, at least 1.5 inches and up, and use that to curl your hair away from your head. And go ahead and leave your hair in the ringlets. After you've done your whole head, you're going to release the curlers. And then you're going to do any pieces in the front that maybe you didn't spend long enough on, and you're just going to recurl those. I like to leave that particular iron in my hair for 15 seconds, but if you're using any other iron besides that one, and it's not a ceramic iron, don't leave it in that long. It's better to go back and recurl your hair than to burn it. Once you're done, you can take a texturizing spray like this one I'm using, and that should give you even more volume. Although I leave the front the way it is, I will go back in and brush the back of my hair, and I do it with a very loose hand. I don't work through with the brush because, as you can see, it looks just a bit messy, but that should resolve if you do just a very light brushing to it. Okay guys, so what did you think of that tutorial? Was it easy enough to follow? Keep in mind that I have medium thickness hair, and although a lot of people say I have thick hair, it's not actually thick. It's medium thickness, and I have a lot of the hair. If you have less hair than me, the style may look a bit different. If you have more hair than me and it's thicker than mine, then make sure you leave in the curling iron for longer. And also do know that you may have to recurl your hair in some of the sections. So let me know what you thought of that tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Most of all, what I want you to know about doing your hair and beauty in general is you don't have to look perfect. I think in the last few years, with the popularity of Instagram and other social media, we've really gotten into this ideal of every hair in place and makeup looking perfect as well. We're really into this social media perfection, and I feel like my look is completely opposite that. I've never been that girl that has every hair in place and her makeup perfectly done. I feel like it doesn't really matter. I hope that my philosophy will help you as well. Also, remember to like this video. It helps me so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.